You're listening to That's Camellia podcast, your go to podcast for powerful conversations that spark growth. I am your host, Camellia. This podcast is going to explore raw, insightful dialogue that empowers you and uplifts you and challenges you to make a change. So get ready to be inspired. Before I let you go, real quick, I am offering one-on-one and group life coaching sessions to help you achieve your goals and live your most empowered life. These coaching sessions will help you along the way on your growth journey. And I also have some even more exciting news. I want you to be inspired by my new ebook. It's called It's More Than Salt. It's More Than Salt. Now available on Kobo. It's your perfect companion to take on your next break. Read it, share it with your friends, and let's empower each other. For more information on my coaching sessions or my services, head over to my website, that'scamellia.com. All right, let's have a conversation. All right. Hello there. Welcome back to That's Camellia podcast. So today we're going to be diving deep into a common struggle of drum roll, procrastination. We all do it. That's this nagging voice in our head, like just 5 more minutes. Oh, I'll do it after this commercial. I'll do it as soon as I get home. I'll do it, later on at night. All of those, we have all experienced these excuses, allowances, I want to say, that we have provided to ourselves. But before you know it, hours has slipped away. We have lost a whole day and still have not completed that one or two things that's just nagging in our mind of what we need to do and what we should be doing. But what if I told you that you could break free from procrastination? It could be easier than you think. This is something that not only do I offer my life coaching clients, it's something that I actually practice. I have to, right? And it's something that I'm very intentional about. So I want to share some three simple steps. It's like a framework that will help you conquer procrastination. I mean, it'll help you to finally achieve your goals and help you get that check box off of some things that have been on your to-do list for weeks, some months, and some people years. So let's dive into it. Let's have a conversation about this thing. What's that thing, Camellia? Procrastination. And everyone that's listening to me, you have had to deal with this. No one is exempt, not even the life coaches themselves. So, like I said, this is something that I intentionally have to work on myself the same way I work on with my clients. Right at the top, I do want to tell you that this is my own unique life coaching style, my authentic personality that I bring to my clients, and I want to offer to anyone listening out there 3 simple steps. And I want you to let me know once you do it, once you get that checkbox, please comment. Reach out to me at that'scamellia.com and let me know. Let me know how you did it. Let me know if these 3 steps helped you as well as my clients. So let's go right into it. Step one. But before we get to step one, let me back up. I want you to think of create and cultivate the mindset of to start with your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you dealing with procrastination? I want you to stop the self-sabotage. Stop making it hard on yourself. And 3, I want you to continue to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace. Start with your why. Stop self-sabotaging and continue to give yourself grace. Okay? Cultivate that mindset. Start, stop, continue. You got it? Start, stop, continue. All right. Step 1. Let's start with your why. What's your why? I mean, because the first thing we need to do is overcoming procrastination is to understand, why is this particular goal important to me? And when I achieve it, what does that look like? What does the end result look like for you? Unpack what it actually looks like of why you need to complete it. That's going to give you motivation to get it done. Okay? So we got to dig deep and connect with the deeper part of why you want to get whatever this is. Whatever it is. So think about it. If it's losing weight, if it's taking a course to upskill on your job, if it's working out, actually getting up, getting on the workout clothes, and then actually walking outside, whatever that is, taking a course on LinkedIn Learning or taking a course on Coursera. There's so many different platforms to use. Or actually being present in your meetings and actually volunteering. You want to volunteer, but you want to volunteer, but you haven't actually done the research of what organization you want to volunteer at and which one aligns with your purpose and your passion. Start with your why. So connect with whatever that is. That's where your confidence is. And that includes anything, whatever it is. While you're starting with your why, I want you to visualize it. What does it look like? Remember I said unpack what it looks like. So imagine yourself achieving it. How does it feel? Has it changed your life like you thought it was, or how you envisioned it would? What has it done? I want you to take some time to think about that. Because when you connect with why you're doing things, what's your purpose, why, it becomes easier to overcome any resistance that you might have that leads to procrastination, to keep putting it off. Okay? Step 2, break it down. Break it down. This is the part I really like, because this is what you just like. Okay. Big goals can seem so overwhelming. And it's a major contributor to procrastination because they're so big. It's like, how am I ever going to get this done? All right, let me help you with this. We got to break it down. You got to break down large goals into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes the task seems undaunting, more achievable, reachable. You got to break it down into smaller bites. Think about it. When we're scrolling on social media, we like the real quick ones, the under 30 seconds, a minute. We could digest those. If you come across a reel that's more like 2 minutes, it depends on the messaging. If the messaging is good and it connects with your purpose and what you're looking for, you will watch it to the end. But most time, society today, we're just scrolling. It's just that little thumb just going up and down, up and down. You're just going, right? Because you want quick, digestible bites, whatever that is, right? Okay, when we're breaking it down, small bites. So think about this. Create a schedule, specific time frames on working on smaller topics, working on smaller things to do. I like to say, give yourself like 90 minutes workable time. 90 minutes, just set a timer and start working on those smaller objects, those smaller tasks. It's like a slice and dice. You got the big goal at the top, and then you slice and dice it down to small, digestible bites and work for 90 minutes just on those small tasks. Just small tasks. Just pick 3 or 4 small tasks that you have broken down from that big goal and work 90 solid minutes on it without distractions. That means put your phone notifications off or turn your phone over or put it in the other room. no distractions, 90 solid minutes, and work on those smaller tasks. ABC, smaller tasks. Finish them out. And once you check the box on those, continue to break down that big goal into small bites, right? So think of it. Each task takes about 2 minutes or so to do it quick. I always say the quickest way out of fear is action. So respond quick, people. Respond quick. Do it quick before you talk yourself out of it. Break it down. Work 90 minutes on those small tasks to complete them without distractions or notifications or TV or phone or computer. And then check them off. Check them off. Breaking it down. That's two, right? We're halfway there. We're more than halfway there. Step 3 is part of step 2 because you got to eliminate distractions. The biggest distractions that pulls us away from work and task is social media, email, TV, the things I listed to restrict yourself from when you're working that solid 90 minutes, okay? You have to identify those distractions and then you have to turn them off, turn away from it. Give yourself a break. I promise you, this will work. It will work when you work it, when you apply it, and you have the action behind it. And the discipline. This is going to take discipline. Because like I said, procrastination is something that we are always being challenged with because there's always things on our to-do list, right? And it goes back to why. Why is this on my list? Does this matter? Do I need to have it on my list? And then once you validate that it needs to be on your list, then you break that goal down in small, digestible bites, actionable steps that you can work on for 90 minutes to break out and complete those 3 steps, those small steps, right? Those small tasks to get to that bigger task. So that big task ultimately might take you 6 months. But when you start breaking it down, you could take a small bite of that every month. And by the end of 6 months, you will have that task completed. Yes, you can. Let's take an example of losing weight. Say you want to lose 10 pounds. You want to lose 10 pounds. There's some steps that you need to do. And 10 pounds is a lot. Some people might think that that's not a lot. But for us who have been working on losing weight, 10 pounds is a lot. So you have to be disciplined and dedicated and consistent. So what's the first thing you want to do? If I want to break that 10 pounds down, I'm going to dedicate myself to remind myself, get up and go walk. Whatever activity works for you. Walking works perfect for me. I love outside. I love just being outside and getting away from the screens. So I would make myself walk for 3 days, at least 3 days a week for 1 or 2 miles. And then I would also incorporate 2 days of strength training, meaning I'm just lifting some strength, some weights, whatever that is. And here's the thing, don't stop self-sabotaging is what I said earlier, meaning that if you don't do one of those things, do not start beating yourself up. Give yourself some grace. Continue to do it until you get it done, right? So when you're thinking about these steps of discovering your why, breaking it down, small bites, and then eliminating distractions, these things, once you have achieved them, reward yourself. That's the biggest thing for me. Celebrate your accomplishment along the way. If you get to mark off 3 of those items on your to-do list that breaks up that procrastination stage, celebrate those accomplishments. This will reinforce and give you positive behavior that makes the process even more enjoyable. Because you're like, all right, I'm getting closer, I'm getting closer. If you do these things and celebrate and reward yourself, you will see the success. Okay? So I understand that overcoming procrastination can be challenging. It's a struggle to implement the steps and continue to work on them. So I would suggest reaching out to a life coach. So that can help you a life coach can provide a personalized guidance, support, and accountability to help you overcome your unique challenges and achieve a lasting change. So if you want to learn more about my coaching services, visit that'scamellia.com, or you can schedule a discovery consultation in the link in the script of the podcast link, or you can send me an email at hello@that'scamellia.com. Thank you all for listening to That's Camellia podcast. I hope this episode has inspired you to take action and break free from procrastination. Until next time, remember to prioritize yourself, embrace your journey, and create a life you love. You are worth it.